Hey everybody, Chad Hyams here, author of Achieve Your Apex and host of the same titled podcast. We're continuing our series based on my short tactical ebook, Flip the Coin, available now on Amazon for you. Last time, we talked about the power of flipping your perspective. Today, we're going to go a little deeper because the truth is, some of you aren't just flipping a coin once in a while. You're living with the same scratched record of negative thoughts playing on repeat. And until you break that loop, you're always going to feel stuck. So let's be real. We all have thought patterns that drag us down. Science even proves it. The National Science Foundation estimates that the average person has in the area of 60,000 thoughts per day. No idea how they calculated that you have on average 60,000 thoughts per day. Yet you have 60,000 thoughts per day. Here's the kicker. About 80% of them are negative. And 95% are repetitive from the day before. 60,000 thoughts, 80% of those are negative. And 95% are the same as they were yesterday. So if yesterday's soundtrack was self-doubt, worry, complaints, odds are same tracks running today. The DJ's just playing the same thing. It's like having the worst play loop possible going in your head. That's why people feel stuck all the time. Not because they don't know what to do. It's because their thinking is just stuck on repeat. So let me walk you through the three most common negative thought patterns. I bet you'll recognize yourself or someone close to you in at least one of these. Pattern number one is self-doubt. That little voice that whispers, I'm not good enough. I'll fail if I try. Maybe it's before a big presentation. Maybe it's when you're standing at the gym staring at those weights. Maybe you're on the pickleball court thinking, well, I'm just not athletic enough or I don't make good enough shots. Doesn't matter. Harvard research shows self-doubt increases cortisol. That's your stress hormone, folks. Okay, and when cortisol spikes, it will literally shut down the part of your brain that is responsible for problem solving. Let me say all of that again so you get it. Harvard research shows self-doubt increases cortisol, which is your stress hormone. And when cortisol spikes, it literally shuts down the part of your brain that's responsible for problem solving. So think about it. When you doubt yourself, your brain doesn't just feel weaker, it actually functions weaker. Ask yourself this. Where do you hear that voice most often? And what would change if you flip the coin on it? Pattern number two, catastrophizing. Okay, this is when you turn a molehill into a mountain and it becomes the apex, right? You miss the deadline at work and suddenly you're convinced, I'm going to get fired. I'm going to lose my house because I can't pay the mortgage. I'm going to live in a cardboard box under a bridge, whatever it is. You go to the extreme, okay? It happens. How many times have you actually gone down that spiral? You burn your toast in the morning with breakfast, and suddenly you might as well just climb back into bed because the whole day is shot because this is going to be one of those days. You've just turned a molehill into a mountain. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Psychology found people who catastrophize don't just feel more anxious. They actually experience greater risks of physical health problems because their body never leaves that fight or flight mode. Here's the question. Are you making problems bigger than they actually are? Or are you breaking them into the small steps that you can handle? Have you recognized yourself or someone else yet? Because here's pattern number three, negative self-talk. This is that running commentary in your head. I'm so stupid. I always screw this up. I can't do this. I'll never get that right. Okay? The irony, we say things to ourselves we'd never tolerate from a friend. If your friend said to you, you're such an idiot, you'll never get this right, you'd walk away and end the friendship, or at least walk away for the moment. When it's your own inner voice, you let it live rent-free and for as long as it wants that lease to be. Research, Michigan State University, shows that negative self-talk literally rewires how your brain processes stress, keeping you locked in survival mode instead of allowing you to go into growth mode, which means every "I can't" is training your brain to just give up faster the next time. Just quicker. Let's just give up because I said I can't. So here's the question. What's one phrase you'd never let anyone else say to you that you're saying to yourself? And what can you do to stop? I had a client who said to me, I'm just not leadership material, Chad. And anytime he made a mistake, that's the phrase that came out. It became his loop, his scratched record. We changed one thing. Instead of saying, I'm not cut out for this, he had to ask, what can I learn from this? That was it. Every time he heard himself say, I'm not cut out for this, he immediately asked himself, what can I learn from this? Within weeks, his entire confidence shifted. Okay, not because he was perfect all of a sudden, because he stopped reinforcing the lie that he wasn't capable of doing. So here's why it worked. Stanford research on neuroplasticity proves that our brains can rewire based on repetitive thoughts. Negative patterns strengthen negative wiring. Positive reframe strengthens growth wiring. So negative pattern strengthens negative wiring. Positive is reframing, is strengthening growth wiring. Okay? Your thoughts aren't just words. They're training sessions for your brain. That's taking your brain to the gym, not one of those games you play on your phone that you claim is training your brain. All right, here's your challenge for this week. Grab a sheet of paper, draw 3 columns. Column 1, write down one negative thought you've caught yourself saying on repeat. 2, label what category it falls in. Was it self-doubt? Was it catastrophizing? Or was it negative self-talk? And then column 3, flip it. Write the other version. That's it. Write the negative thought. Which are you guilty of? Which category? And then flip that coin, write it differently. So let's say you have the thought, I'm going to fail at this. Category, self-doubt, clearly. Flip it. What's one step I can take to improve today? Do this for one thought pattern that you have. You don't need to fix them all. Believe me, we all have more than one. Just start with one coin flip. Remember this, thoughts are not facts, they're habits, and habits can be changed. Buddha has said, we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. In the next episode, we're going to talk about affirmations often falling flat. And wow, do I know a lot of you do affirmations. I'm going to help you create Askformations, which will rewire your brain faster. And if you want to go deeper, just grab a copy of my ebook, Flip the Coin, available on Amazon. Short, tactical, designed to help you flip your thinking instantly. Until then, break the patterns, flip the coin, and as always, keep climbing.